The topic is almost similar to chapter 4, principles of project management. Okay, chapter 5 here is about resource and cost control. Every project have their own budget and have their own costs. All right, so therefore, yeah, it's a matter of how to manage the resources and how to control costs very well. Yeah. Okay, so here are the learning outcomes in this chapter. You will able to learn on the overview of resource and cost control. What are type of resource as cost control, and then work element costing, and the last one will be cost control analysis. Yeah. Okay, so what is resource and cost control means? Yeah, in this chapter we will analyze resource and cost via monitoring budgeted versus actual cost. That means what you are planned versus what is actual cost happens. So you need to differentiate between the plan and the actual ones. Okay, because you see, as far as project management is concerned, the rule of thumb is simple. If the budgeted or planned cost is more than actual, that means under cost. Therefore, it is considered as good. Yeah, let's say the budgeted is 100,000. Okay, 100,000. Okay, and then the actual one, let's say only 70,000 use. Okay, so therefore you save like 30,000. Yeah, that means under cost. And then what happen if budgeted is less than actual? Let's say you budgeted only 100,000, but suddenly the actual, that means the actual things cost occurs was 150,000. That means it's over cost. That means you use more than what you are planned. So it is at over cost, therefore it is bad. So you need to ensure that you need to the actual is not exceeding the budgeted ones. Yeah. So you need to ensure that. Okay, here are the types of resource and cost control. Okay, so top-down approach. Yeah, there are two, which is top-down approach versus bottom-up approach. Okay, top-down approach means that based on collective judgment and experience by top and middle managers. So an estimate major cost first, then followed by minor cost. That means this budget, they allocated on the major. That means the most significant cost first. That means the major activities, and then the balance will be allocated at minor cost. Who will do the top down approach? That means more on top and middle managers. So because they know they are more on expert. Yeah. So that is a top down approach. That means it's like a triangle, some kind like this. Okay, so let's say this is the money. Okay, so the most money came from here. That means major cost. That means just a small money came from the minor task. Yeah, okay, that is the first one. Okay, the second one is bottom up approach, which is opposite from top down approach, whereby work breakdown schedule identifies element tasks whose resources requirement are estimated by those responsible. That means the subordinates, yes, the subordinates or project workers will do the budgeting. And then what they did compared to top-down approach is they estimate minor cost first. That means a small task first, and then the balance of the budgeted money will be allocated to major costs. It's some kind like this big triangle. Okay, minor first, and then will be cost. Sorry, a same triangle. Okay, the top down is like this, top down, and then bottom up, which is going up. Okay, see that. Okay, what are the cost what are the work element that requires costing? Costing means that the method of budget. Yeah. So hereby are the list of work element costing taken under consideration. So these are the things like materials, because materials are one of the important component in implementing project. For example, construction, they need bricks, sand, cements, and so on. And then labor time, because it relates to how long that workers work. Labor rate, that means the rate per hour or the rate per day. That means we need to pay to the workers. Equipment usage, that mean machines, yeah, equipments, yeah, used to implement the project, yeah, as far as construction or also building is concerned. And then overhead, that means cost that related to so-called as very important project person. And then general sales and administrative means that more on so-called as public, more on public expenses, sales, and which is marketing expenses, and administrative is more on operation side. So as you can see here, those six elements, that means all costs occurred inside company. That means more on internal costs. All right, impact of budget cost. Yeah, earlier during the last semester, yeah, we talk about S project and J project. Yeah, is S type and J type. Okay, S type whereby slow start, yeah, and then quick momentum and then slow finish. But for J type, which is slow start at the end, rapid finish. Okay, so it depends. Different project have different type. So for S type, resources level will be reduced, which is smaller degree and acceptable for top down. Okay, it is because during quick momentum, basically they are doing major ones. Okay, slow start means that they're doing the minor a little bit and major. So once they have completed the major, that means the momentum is quick, and then slow finish is more on another minor task that they need to finish it up. But for J type, that means slow start and then rapid finish, because the slow start will focusing on minor tasks, and then rapid finish is focusing on major tasks. That means bottom up budget. Okay, so S type is more on top down budget. Okay, which is go for the major one and then minor, and then this one minor first and then go for major. Yeah. All right. Any questions so far, Romeo?
No, sir.
Zukri ada. Okay, alright. Okay, if there is no question, let's take a 3 minutes break, and then after that, I will show you the calculation part.
Okay, sir.
Okay, let's continue with the next part here, which is calculation. Okay, this is almost similar to the last year's principle of project management, whereby you need to calculate the budgeted cost and then actual cost, and then cost based on percentage of work complete. Okay, so you can have a look later at the solution. Okay, something like this. Okay, I will show you how to do this using one example from study questions. Okay. Let's go for, I think, the last question. Okay, so question question 3. Alright, so the following are tables of budgeted cost, actual cost, and percentage of work completed of a project. So you as a project manager are required to do project costing analysis. So they give you total budget cost, and then they give you actual cost, and then they give you percentage of work complete. Okay, so even though they give you the answers already, but you still need to show the workings. Okay, so the first question is compute the total budgeted cost for the project. So if they're saying total budget, that means the keyword here is budget. Therefore, you need to refer either budgeted, actual, or percentage. That means you need to refer to budgeted ones. Okay, so the question asks you to have to show the calculation of total budgeted cost for the project. Okay, so question A. Is TBC. Okay. So for TBC, you need to add everything. That means all activities, task P, task Q, task R, and task S. So let's have a look at task P, task Q, R, task S. Okay. You need to put all the figures here. That means this one amount in thousand. Okay. This one. That means for task P is everything there. 50,000 plus width. Okay, 1,000 because amount in 1,000 RM, so you need to put 000. 30,000 plus 25,000. Okay, so sorry, 20,000, right? Not 10,000, 20,000. Okay, so if you press calculator, you will get the desired answer: 50 plus 30 plus 25 plus 20, and then 1 to 5,000. Okay. The next one is task Q. Okay, as far as task Q is concerned, okay, you just put because this one for the project, that means they didn't specify until what week. So you need to calculate as usual. This one. Okay. So 60 plus 50 plus plus 10. So the answer will be 175. Just to check, supposed to be 175, but they put what 170 is not correct. This one is more correct. Okay, 60 plus 50 plus 40 plus 10 plus 15. It's actually supposed to be 175. Okay, the question is somewhat wrong, so we need to make it back to make it correction. Okay, for task R, okay, that means you need to add everything here. Okay, which is 30 plus 30 20 plus 15 plus 8,000 plus 5,000 plus 2,000. So if you press calculator, you will get 30 plus 30 plus 20 plus 15 plus 8 plus 5 plus 2, 1110. Okay, that's the third one. Okay, the last one is task S. Okay, so task S, yeah, just add everything here. This one. Alright, 35,000 plus 20 plus 15 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10. So let's calculator. 25 plus 20 plus 15 plus 10 plus 10 plus 90,000. Alright, so once you've done everything with this one, don't forget to total up everything here, which is total budgeted cost, TBC. Okay, so calculate everything here, 125 plus 175 plus 1110 plus 90, 500. So these are the final answer for question number. Okay, for question B, for question B, let's have a look. What does question B says? Compute the cumulative budgeted cost CBC at the end of week 7. That means, yeah, you need to calculate until week 7 only. Week 8, do not include. Yeah, because the question said until the end of week 7. That means cumulative budgeted cost. That means if cumulative budget, that means this one. Yeah, still refer to budgeted cost, but you need to calculate until week 7 only. Okay, this one is blank, this one is blank. You already made a calculation. If you want to put your answer straight away also can, but if you want to do once again, yeah, show the calculation also can, no problem. Okay, so cumulative E plus Q plus R plus S. Okay, I just do the shortcut for task P because task P is already calculated here. So you don't have to worry about that. It's get the same answer. Okay, because same amount. Okay, for task Q also, yeah, I just copy and paste because you can get the same answer there. Well, okay, for task R is different because task R, yeah, until week 7 only. Okay, which is 2 is not included. So 20,000 plus, sorry, not 20,000. Cumulative budgeted cost, this one until week 7. Okay, this one, 30,000 plus 30,000 plus 50,000 plus 15,000 plus 8,000 plus 5,000. Don't put 2,000 because 2,000 is already in week 8. So the question is until week 7. So you don't have to do. Okay, so if you press calculator, you will get 30 plus 30 plus 20 plus 15 plus 8 plus 5. 108. Okay, the last one, task S. Yeah, as far as task S is concerned, until this one only. So that means 10 do not include. Okay, 25 plus 20 plus 15, 10 plus 10. That means only 2 tens, right? 6 and 7. Okay, if you press calculator, you will get 25 plus 20 plus 15 plus 10 plus 10, which is RM 80,000. Okay. Alright, so you need to calculate the total CBC, total cumulative budgeted cost. So press the calculator. 5 plus 108 plus 80. RM4 88000. So these are the answer for question B. Okay, so that is question B. Alright, let's have a look at question C. What does the question C say? Compute the cumulative actual cost at the end of week 7. Okay, CAC, cumulative actual cost. Yeah, actual cost here. That means it is related to table 2 at the end of week 7. This one, yeah. Okay, so this one do not include. Okay, cumulative actual cost. CAC, yeah, at the end of week 7. Okay, as usual, task P, task Q, task R, task S. Okay, for task P, this one, yeah, okay, amount in thousand, 63,000 plus with 35,000 plus 28,000 plus 25,000 plus 5,000. Okay, this one, Alright, so 63 plus 35 plus 28 plus 25 plus 5. Okay, you got 156,000. Yeah. Okay, the second one for task Q, this one, week 1 until week 7. Okay, 70 plus 55 plus 45 plus 20 plus 10 plus 13 plus 5. So if you press the calculator, you will get 70 plus 55 plus 45 plus 20 plus 10 plus 13 plus 5. This RM218000. So that is the second part. Okay, for the third part here, 7, this one, task R. Okay, for task R, 20, 25, 30. Plus 23, 15, 5. Okay, so you get 20 plus 25 plus 30 plus 23 plus 15 plus 5. 1M118. Okay, and the last one, task S. Okay, task S until week 7 only. Yeah, that means 10 is not included. 10 plus 15 plus 25 plus 15 plus 10. Okay, 10 here is not included because it's week 8. So if you press calculator, you will get 10 plus 15 plus 25 plus 15 plus 10, which is 75. So once you got all the answers for all tasks, total cumulative actual cost, which is CAC, so you will get the answer of 156 plus 218 plus 118 plus 75, 567,000. So that is the answer for question C. Okay, let's move on to question D. Question D said compute the cumulative earned value, CEV. That means nothing related to this one. At the end of week 7. Okay, so that means it relates to a percentage of work complete until week 7. So for CEV, let me refer back again. CEV, total budgeted cost multiplied by completion of the project. Okay, but the problem here is you want to calculate until week 7 only, right? Okay, so this one and at the end of week 7, Okay, this one only. Those are 100, 180, and 85. Yeah, just take the final answer. Yeah, this one. Yeah, 80 and 70, 75. This one. Okay, 100, 80, and 75. As long as it is not exceed. Yeah. Okay, so by using this formula again, task P, task Q, task R, task S. Okay, for task P, total budgeted cost you already got here. Total budgeted cost from question A, this one, from question A. Okay, so I just bring it going down there, 125, 175. Okay, task R is 110 and then 90. Okay, multiply by percentage of work completion until week 7. So the first one is 100%. Yeah, that means the work is completed. The second one is 100% also. Okay, which is 100%. Okay, the third task, and 80%. Okay, that means the max. The latest one, 80%. And the last one, task S, is 75%. So, press the calculator. You will get the answer later. Okay, so for 100, there is no problem because it will be the same answer, 100%. But for this one, 80%. 80% means 80 divided by 100 multiplied by 110,000, you will get RM 88,000. And the last one, 90,000 multiplied by 75% divided by 100, which is RM 67,500. So, total cumulative earned value. So if you press calculator, you will get 125 plus 175 plus 88 plus 67.5, 455, 500. So this is how you get the answer. Okay, next we move on to question E. Okay, what does question E says? Compute the CPI, cost performance index at the end of week 7. Okay, let me check the formula CPI. Okay, so CPI is equal to CEV divided by CAC. Okay, so, okay, you got your CEV here, this one. CEV, this one, 455500. And then divided by CAC, CAC, this one. Yeah, 567000. Okay, so you will get around 45550 divided by 56700, 0.80. Okay, which is less than 1, therefore under budget. Okay, still under control, still under budget. If more than 1, is considered as over budget. Yeah. Okay. Alright, the next question is cost variance at the end of week 7. Okay, so cost variance. So the formula will be CEV minus CAC. CEV minus CAC. Okay, for CEV RM 45,500, 455,500 minus cumulative actual cost 567,000. Using the same amount, but the operation is minus. Okay, so 455,500 less than 6560, which is negative 111,500. That means they have saved around 111,500 ringgit so far. Okay, that means it's good. Yeah, it is considered as good because under budget. Okay, they save so far 111,500 ringgit. Okay, using the same formula, CEV minus CAC. Yeah. Okay. All right. Next question will be forecast cost at completion. Okay. So the formula of forecast cost after completion, that means the formula is CBC divided by CPI. Okay, CBC, you got CBC. Where is the CBC? This one. CBC, right? 488,000 divided by CPI. CPI, you got CPI here. CPI is 080. Okay. So what will happen to your cost after complete everything? 488,000 divided by 0.8, you will get RM610000. So this is the cost occurred after everything is done. Expected. It doesn't necessary to be true, but it's just a forecast only. Okay, 610,000. Okay, and the last one, comment on the overall project cost performance based on the all above costing. Okay, so refer your answers from A to F. Okay, so the answers that the comment is based on your answer. Okay, this is the first one. Okay, CPI. Okay, the second is CV, and then the last one, comparison between CBC and CAC. Okay, so the first one is, okay, have a look at this one, CPI. Acceptable is on CPI 0.80 less than 1. So that is the first comment. Yeah, that means it's acceptable. If more than 1, which is considered as bad. Okay, all right. The second one, we look at the cost variances. Yeah. The project saves RM 100, 7,500 as at week 7, because the question is referring to week 7, right? Okay, and then the last one, you can compare what is it? CBC and CAC. This one, CBC, cumulative budgeted and cumulative actual. Okay, but the problem here is, however, cumulative budgeted and cumulative actual is bad. Because the CBC, cumulative budgeted cost, RM488 is less than CAC, cumulative actual cost, 567,000. Okay, even though sometimes they can save, but the value of the project is quite poor also. So it just it can be improved later on. Okay, so this is how you calculate questions 3 for the whole set. Okay, any question?